So to fix a roof on your excuse me, on your motorhome, the ceiling, I'm sorry, inside the one that's hanging like this or sagging, there's actually a fairly simple solution that I've found out actually recently, and that is use a stapler, and you basically tuck it back into under the plastic strip right here, and you just use the staples to, like, right close to it, to staple the material to the plywood underneath of it, or above it, I guess. And see, it actually turns out pretty good. You can hardly see them, and they hold fairly well, I would say. So here's how mine looks right now. This is the last piece that I'm actually finishing up right there. So you basically see where the old line is, where the material used to be under the plastic strip. So you carefully tuck it back in there, and I have right here left a piece so I can show you guys how exactly I'm doing it. So basically you just grab it by the center, okay, and you do this side first, just tuck it in so that you can staple it, one staple here, and then you have two small hangs down here, and you do the same thing for them, like in the center here, one, and then this is how it will look, okay. I mean, it doesn't turn out so perfect, but it's definitely actually turns out much better than it was before, like everything hanging like that. Here is the bedroom that I just did earlier today. It actually turned out okay. I mean, you can see the folds or the ripples in the ceiling a little bit, but I mean, from far away it's actually not bad. And I went ahead and stapled here. It didn't come out, but it was about to. It looked like it was. Like you could actually see where that line of material comes out a little bit. Okay, so it's simple solution, but I mean it works. And that black marks that you see, I will actually have to just clean that up. It's from the material underneath. So there you go. A real quick tutorial, I would say, how to fix your motorhome ceiling inside that's sagging. You see, let me try to show you a little bit more here in the detail. This is, you just kind of tuck it in. I just use my fingers and my fingernails, and then you slide that thing in there, you know. Dirty minds out there. And then just keep going like that and keep stapling. You know, you do a little section from this staple, you do here, and you just make sure that you pull everything straight towards the, towards the plastic thing here, so it doesn't have so many ripples like that right there. When I'm gonna pull this up, I'll actually, put it in there, and it's gonna straighten that out a little bit, and it'll look just fine. Here I did some up front as well. I don't know if you can see that, it's kind of dark. See, I did the very first one, and it turns out okay. You can see a little bit right here because it was sagging so much. If it sags for way too long, what happens is the material starts to stretch a little bit and it becomes too big, and you can't fit it in all the way under the plastic, strip or whatever. And so that's what happens, and you get those ripples. So try to take care of this as soon as you start seeing the sagging, because it will get stretched, and then you won't be able to make it look as neat anymore. But this is, right there, you can see the big thing there. It just looks so pathetic, and Winnebago, they say, is considered to be one of the best manufacturers out there. Well, I mean, the only other one out there I've heard is, you know, another one would be a cheaper alternative is a Pace Arrow, for example, and I have no idea how they're built. I mean, this is poor quality, I would say. What I would suggest is just simply put some kind of small teeth on the inside of this plastic strip so that it bites into the material and doesn't let it slide out so easily over time. And so even if the glue gives and it starts to sag a little, at least it doesn't completely start falling all apart on you after I mean, yeah, 20-30 years. This is an older vehicle, but however, it is a house on wheels, so I would expect it to last a little longer than just an average car or something like that. So there's my little rundown. I appreciate your help and whatever you guys can suggest, if there's any other suggestions out there. But I mean, this is kind of the idea that I got real quick and cheap. Just use a regular stapler with regular staples. So just go ahead and like if you like the video, and leave comments with questions. I'll be glad to answer any of those as much as I can and help you guys out. 'Cause, I mean, this is really a big thing, I think, in motorhomes. It really makes it look much better inside when you fix it up like this, instead of having holes in your ceiling as such. Alright, thanks for watching.